Hello tacticians, in this video now that Skulls has been and gone we can actually see who the new faction is, and it may not be a massive surprise but it is the Custodes. As always, thank you to everyone who supports the channel, whether it's through subscribing or use my friend code, as it really does help me out. And also remember, every 1,000 subs gets a new community code for character shards, so make sure you hit that sub button. So, the Custodes. I'm not going to go into a deep dive into each individual one. This is going to be a brief overview of what they do. I will be looking into each one as and when we can actually start collecting them. So, let's start with Aesoth. He unlocks uncommon, so this will be a normal unlock during the month, very much like how we get any character. So, everyone should be able to unlock this guy, and I'll go over him very briefly in a second. I just want to talk about the rarities. The second one, Kariyan, he comes in at Epic. Now, Epic characters tend to be the ones that come with the Battle Pass. So, if you like the look of these, and, well, they do seem pretty decent, he is probably going to have a monetary value associated with him. And finally, Trajann. This is the legendary character which will be coming at the beginning of June. So, if you want to prepare for that, I'll be having another video which tells you what you need to do as well. For this overview, let's start with something that all of the Custodes get, which is this martial kata, where all normal attacks against this unit deal minus 20% damage. That's a lot of reduction, so you're going to be needing to use your special attacks if you're going to take these guys down. And they all get a plus 100% damage against summons. Now, summons aren't the toughest thing in the world anyway, so, summons are just going to die. However, it does make me think, is there going to be a future Guild Raid boss who has tough summons that we need to kill? Maybe Belisarius' Call already covers this, or maybe there could be one in the future. If there is, I'll let you know. This guy comes with big target. Well, I guess that banner is big. And he also has the resilient trait, which we are more than familiar with. His active ability deals physical damage to an adjacent enemy target and an additional adjacent enemy target. So he attacks 2 targets, pretty cool. Both enemies are stunned, always nice to see stunned come back into it for 1 round, and he then receives minus 50% damage for 1 round. Now, I'm assuming that is cumulative with a minus 20, so he goes in, he uses this, and quite frankly, he's not going to get damaged at all. It can be used multiple times per battle, but it has a cooldown of 2 rounds. His passive ability means friendly surrounding units have additional armor and deal additional damage with attacks that are not normal attacks. Now that's new. This is specifically targeting your special attacks to increase them. So already this guy could be screaming to go into the Guild Raid teams that we use. Then, if a friendly Custodes uses an active ability, the Stand Vigil, this skill, affects all other friendly units within 2 hexes for 1 round. As you can see, if he's using Stand Vigil and another Custodes uses their active ability anywhere on the battlefield, this then goes out to 2 hexes from this guy. So, pretty cool. But as said, I'll do deep dive into this in future. Now, Kariyan, he also gets that martial kata. He's a beast slayer, so he's going to get additional damage against big targets and vehicles. Again, possibly really good against guild raids. Rapid Assault, well, Rapid Assault is a much sought after ability, especially with Dante. Parry, so, again, very survivable in melee, because combine that with the martial kata, he's taken off one of your attacks in combat. And again, resilient. His active ability means he's going to deal eviscerating damage to an adjacent enemy. This attack and attacks from Legacy of Combat this turn deal an additional 25% damage for each turn in which he has performed an attack this battle. This can also be used multiple times per battle, but it has a cooldown of 2 rounds. So again, possibly a very decent character to take into those guild raids. And Legacy of Combat. After performing his first attack each turn, he will then perform an additional attack, because, 1 attack's not enough. If he is adjacent to a big target, again, Guild Raid bosses and many other characters, this deals an additional piercing damage to it. If there are no adjacent big targets, then he just deals extra power damage instead. So yeah, these guys are starting to look a bit good. And finally, the Legendary, who might be the first one that we can actually get. Again, martial kata. He's got the Crushing Strike, which means he deals an additional 50% damage with melee attacks if he's not moved, and Resilient. So nothing super special about that. His active ability, Moment Shackle, means he'll heal himself for a certain amount of damage. For 1 round, he has an additional 15% block chance, and blocks an additional amount of damage. During that round, he also deals bolter damage to each enemy unit that moves from a hex adjacent to him. So he's got that Angrax ability. So they move away, he'll just shoot them for the heck of it. Probably not as good as Angrax at doing so, but still a nice ability to have. His passive ability, Legendary Commander, means that enemies will receive extra damage if they're adjacent to any friendly unit that has used an active ability this turn. If the affected enemies are also adjacent to Trajann, friendly characters score an additional hit against them with their first attack. That is not a normal attack, so again, there's that conjunction with their active abilities. These guys are going to be a menace. They're going to be useful in guild raids. They're probably going to be absolutely insane in the tournament arena. And in guild wars, they're going to put up a heck of a fight on offense and defense. Overall, they're pretty damn good. And there's still 2 more to come. Get prepared. The future is looking spicy. One last thing, if you want to start getting some of the equipment you need for these guys, you can have a look at the Tacticus Planner website. But the 3 items you need are the Flawless Terran Gem, which looks like it's going to be in 3 locations, the Integrated Bolt Feeder, which again will have 3 locations, and finally the Oromite Wing, which again has 3 locations. So there's absolutely no reason, if you're excited by these characters, not to start farming a few of those ahead of time. If you like these videos, then it would be much appreciated if you at least think about using my friend code, as it really does help me out. Or if you or your guilds are looking for a new home, please reach out to any of the guilds shown, as we'll always welcome new people into our midst. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.